Okay, what is up, my friends? Welcome to the Impact Gaming Community Dungeons and Dragons Broken Earth campaign. We are joined tonight by Rin, Rainbow, and Silver the Bard, playing their characters Jericho, Layla, and Sivart, respectively. Currently, we lost three of our 6 players because they wanted to do live things. That's understandable. So, in order to have a session today, I've brought in Death Frosty to play a certain role for us. But that will happen later.
Don't kill us too hard.
Why would I kill you? I need players.
Meat.
So, and on another note, I am actually on call right now. So, should the tones go out, I will stop the stream and go do EMT
Save some
stuff.
lives, yeah.
Oh my gosh, earlier today, went and ran on a patient where her radial pulse, which is the pulse down near the wrist, that was like 80, but we applied the 4 lead, which is just a electrical current reader, to the heart. You just apply 4 like patches near the heart so you can see the heartbeat. We put that on her and that said 200, so we're like, wait, what?
What?
Yeah, I was gonna say 80 isn't bad.
Yeah, but that was fun. And automatic blood pressure cuffs wouldn't work right. And she was like, yeah, they don't work right on me. I'm like, well, this is just weird.
Woman, are you an alien?
No.
Are you from this world? Are you human?
Yes, hello, I am human. Alright, so let's get started. Let's not waste any time. I could be called out at any moment. Let me make sure I get the chat up on stream on my phone here. Get people yelling at me.
Arr.
I can do it here. I can just yell at you.
No, you yell at me other times. I don't need you yelling at me right now. Okay.
But I could.
So, again, we will be mostly playing Theater of the Mind, but when it comes to battles, we will have certain maps to go over. But let us begin. It is the year 31 AC. That stands for After Chaos. After everything exploded. Literally. The god of chaos, Amael, decided to come down and have some fun, and as a result, all of magic basically went berserk. Magic users lost control of their powers and pretty much blew up the world. Let's go to the map. People can look at the survival map. Drag the players over. There we go.
Oh, look at that.
Welcome to Earthcut. Let me recenter it in the stream window so you can see what's going on. There we go. In the middle.
It's intact, broken.
Yeah, well, it didn't used to always look like this. Right here in the middle, we have Earthcut Kingdom, where our players are currently staying when the king died. And it wasn't their fault, so don't worry.
Oh, thank God.
So the king, on his final days, for his last decree, said, instead of being all sad and having a funeral, I want you all to just have a big old feast.
Oh, nice.
So, as it happens, there's not exactly, a ton of food stored away in Earthcut. I mean, it's a huge place, but it's not enough for, like, everyone. So, what happened is a bunch of the royal family set out like a decree, like certain like
missive.
wards, certain wards will basically a sign up sheet for people to go out and find, or go out and hunt some boar or catch some fish, or basically just a big huge potluck. And so the players, you guys
That's
tend
us.
to frequent this pub of this bartender. The image I showed in well, it's in Discord. I'll grab it. But anyways, you guys, because of this Age of Chaos thing that happened, the town of Earthcut, this Earthcut kingdom here in the center, like a lot of people don't like magic users anymore because they basically exploded the world.
Magic's bad.
And then the hero was like, "Hey, stop that!" And then he got his companions together to save the world. But then magic kind of died down and didn't explode the world as much anymore. But anyways, so people don't really like magic users anymore because they kind of blew up everything. I mean, you wouldn't really like anybody that blows up your stuff either. Here we go. And they don't really like monstrous races either because they kind of feel like they're a corruption on humans, as it were. That being said, the party has decided to all be monstrous races, but we'll get over that later. Anyways, here's your friendly neighborhood tavern keep.
We call him Jimmy John. He is not nearly as jolly
He
as he
doesn't like
looks.
being called Jimmy John, but he puts up with you because you guys have money. But basically, pretty much the only place you're welcome in town is his tavern, among a few other places. But he signed up because he knew there was going to be like a bunch of people in this bar that were kind of adventurous. And as it so happens, you three signed up for the job to go out and hunt some boar and make some quick cash. Because hey, this feast is happening, and we need some boar meat, basically. So he rents you out a wagon and a cart and a couple horses to help you get some of the boar meat, and he's sending you down to this little village over here. That's about 4 miles away. You guys are on your little adventure, and you're to meet. And he says you're to meet his friend Mateus. He will help you basically find the best place to hunt some boar, get some juicy boar meat, so you can make some of that easy gold. And that is where we start. You are on the road to this town in a cart. And you may begin. You guys can talk to each other now.
Who is all here? What does everyone look like?
Jericho, I don't. Can we get our tokens back on the screen somehow?
Yeah. I'll throw them down there. I'll make them bigger.
So smooth.
So my character Jericho is a very pale tiefling with goldeny colored eyes. He's got the little spiky horns. So if you, like most people, don't like monstrous races, he probably turns you off at first sight.
All right, Jericho. I'm used to it as well. And who's my other companion? Who's the fishy one?
I mean, I don't know how she got called into this, but she is the fishy one. She's like the fifth in line to the throne, and she's a little bossy bitch. But somehow she's in here with you guys, maybe to keep you straight, make sure you get home okay.
Yes, for all you know, you signed up and then wrangled the other two into it.
She would not have signed up for this.
Sivart's this really handsome young dragonborn. He's great looking. He's got amazing eyes, and when he smiles at you, he's got that little tink. But the only thing weird about him is his horn is a bit weird. One horn, not two, one. And it's straight in the middle of his forehead.
Your token is so cute. I had so much fun with him.
Other than that, he's wielding wearing leather traveling clothes. He has some leather armor underneath, and he just holds a spear. He's posed himself as an adventurer and a warrior of sorts, but he definitely doesn't look it.
Could you say that your Dragonborn is fabulous?
Oh, you know us Dragonborn. We can get a bit horny.
No.
One negative level for Sivart. Currently level 0 now. With that terrible
Does that
pun.
mean he's dead?
Jericho, where did you come from?
I come originally, actually, I was born in some of the surrounding area of Earthcut, but I've spent most of my adult life making my business in Leeway.
Ah, what kind of? I'm from there.
You probably have heard of me. I work with a lot of the merchant guilds over at the port. And
Oh, so do I. I'm a ship. Well, my father is. My father's a shipwright over there.
perhaps I've bought some of your ships before.
Oh, amazing. The fact, that you've actually bought them.
Silver, you're sitting here talking to this guy, and you just can't believe that this is the Jericho.
So I
pretty
would have known of
is
him?
The Jericho Valentinian.
My father, do you know him? Norexus. He's worked with you before.
Jericho, you've worked with so many shipwrights, it's possible you know him, but you just can't remember.
Oh, yes, I think I remember.
In fact, let's do a roll intelligence.
Yes, I was gonna say that.
Roll an intelligence save to see if you remember. You remember the name, but you don't really remember the face or what kind of ships he built or anything. But you do definitely remember having business with this person.
I'm his son. I helped build many of the ships for the last 5 years. I got in a bit of trouble, and, well, I now know my father an obscene amount of money, but other than that, I'm still part of the guild there.
Well, even this far away from home, it's amazing how small of a world it really is.
It is, indeed. Looks over at Layla. Layla, where did you come from?
Not so small a world.
Somewhere under the sea? Like, we've probably never heard of it.
I know quite a bit of the sea. I've built the ships and seen the cartographers. Hit me with your best shot.
The, Corrales Kingdom?
No, I don't know of that one.
Roll
I
a
didn't think
history check.
Me or him?
Sivart, roll a history. Now,
I
Sivart,
know of
you've maybe heard it in passing, but you have no clue where it is or what's there. This person is this person sitting here talking to you, telling you that this kingdom is underwater, is blowing your mind.
Did it, like, from the calamity, did it sink underwater? Like, after the calamity? Like, boom, then sink?
Some of the kingdom said we are actually from the bottom of the sea, and when a lot of that happened, we kind of took over, since a lot of the more upper level area of the sea was still hurt by the calamity.
Oh, that's amazing! Well, what brings you to our little area of Earthcut?
I'm here on diplomacy.
He looks around the cart. Excellent diplomacy.
Somehow.
I feel so diplomatic.
As you guys are talking, you notice a figure kind of on the side of the road. He's trying to wave you down. Who's currently driving the cart, by the way?
I guess Sivart would. Why not?
Not fucking Layla.
What
Get
skill
those
would that
peasants
take?
to do it.
Heck yeah.
Try some of this animal handling. let's try it out.
Alright, so Sivart, you notice someone on the side of the road. He waves you down, and you just keep going. and you just hold on. I'm trying to stop it. Hold on.
Please stop. I said stop.
You're saying stop, but you're not. You just forgot to pull on the reins, and you get down probably a good 100 feet before you finally get the horses to stop. And
I apologize. I've never ridden on a wagon. I walked here.
And eventually he comes up to your wagon, and he says, "Ho there, are you friends of Jimmy John?"
Oh, we are indeed employees of Jimmy John's. Have you heard of him?
No!
You a worker there?
And
We got here freaky fast.
this is okay.
We deliver sandwiches. No, I mean Boar. We're going to get food of some nature.
Okay, bartender's name is now Jimmy John.
Yes!
And Frosty, that's your character. And he comes up, and you see... is anyone inside the cart at the moment?
Silver would have gotten out.
Yeah, Mateus, you come out, and you see a dragonborn, a tiefling, and a weird fish-looking creature.
Triton, thank you.
Is it
Are
me,
you-
or has the circus rolled in town?
Well, we're looking for a man named Mateus. We were sent, I guess, in this area to hunt down Boar. Would you know of anyone of that name?
Well, I would know one of them. Me.
Ah! Silver looks at the paper. It doesn't have much of a description. Perfect! All right. So, how can we help?
So you're the ones that came here for the boar hunt.
That's us.
Can't imagine why anyone else would come to this dreadful
Yes.
place.
This is my companion, Layla. She's the one with the thing on her head. Not my thing, but her thing. And this is Jericho, the extremely pale one, with more things on his head. Oh, horns. That's right.
Well, let's get this done with. If you would just follow me, and I'll shoot
Oh,
towards
wait.
the hunting
I left
ground.
my spear in... I'll get it. I'll be back. So we'll run over and grab his spear from the cart. I'm ready.
Well, the amount of boar you've come here to hunt, we need that cart. Well,
Well.
unless you're willing to carry the
No.
amount of boar.
Take it easy, one Goldie. I'll drive the cart this time.
All right. So, where are these boars at?
Not too far from me. I mean, a decent amount of walking, but I don't like to. Let's settle. Just
Death, you're
follow
cutting
me
in.
and
Is it just me?
It's hard to kind of pick up on.
Yeah, Frosty, you're kind of quiet.
oh, okay. Let me adjust.
I was like, I can't understand what he said. Is it me?
I am sorry. This thing is.
I'm sorry, adventurers. Let me put my mic closer to my mouth.
Yeah.
Please pause for commercial.
Tonight, the role of Matthias will be played by Death Frosty.
I'm just imagining a Wendy's Frosty.
Okay.
Not
How about
sponsored.
now?
There we go.
Okay.
What does Mateus look like?
As you can see in the token, he's a, well, not young, but not old either. Of a man with black hair, beard, and, well, mustache combined in one.
I'm envious
He's
of the
wearing
mustache.
he's wearing a very loose kind of a leather clothing. Something you would see usually from a trapper or a scout sort of person. Someone who lives in the nature, really. You can also see that he has a sword on his belt and a sort of a longbow slipped on his, shoulders back from the, how they're kept on person. So yeah. That's it.
Well, Matthias, lead the way. We'll go ahead and follow. Should we move the cart to a more inconspicuous place?
Well, just let's take it with us until we get closer to the hunting ground. And then we'll leave it waiting until we have gotten our catch.
Alrighty then. Jericho,
Right.
you mind handling those horses? They don't seem to like me. I don't know why.
Unimaginable, really.
Yes, I have a hard time figuring out why horses wouldn't like you, people. And also, try and stay quiet, as the boar does scare easily. How magical.
So, Matthias, it's probably a good time to go find those boar, because you don't really feel comfortable around these people. So, roll survival check
No.
to try and track some boar.
Is that a hint for me to roll something?
Yes,
Is that breath of
said
fire?
roll survival.
Okay.
So why do I hear this music twice every single time?
Well, I only hear it once.
Yeah, but the problem is it's gonna come out on the stream twice because it's playing on my computer. Okay.
Ah.
With advantage,
Oh.
sorry. So roll it again.
And also, I was probably change the impersonation. Is it roll again?
Yeah, roll in. Okay. Okay, that will put you in this position. So you managed to make your way into the forest nearby. And here we go. Make sure it's good on that one. Okay, good. And you make your way into the forest, and you're walking along, going on walking, talking, just kind of shooting the breeze with everyone. Until
I like
eventually,
this Matthias fellow.
and until eventually Matthias tells you all to stop.
That
He
hand
thinks-
signal.
He thinks there might be boar nearby.
Can I stealth? We're trying.
You can attempt to hide.
Yeah.
You-
This is gonna be a roll.
You
Oh
pu-
no.
You know how like in cartoons where they pull up like two sticks with little leaves on them and just kind of hide behind them? That's what you're doing, just over in the corner. Just being like, I'm sneaky.
Matthias, this is the correct way to do it, right?
Sneaking.
Were
The
you
bull-
hired for this, or did you volunteer?
Oh, I volunteered.
Volunteer.
Obviously.
Well, a paid volunteer, hopefully.
Yeah, you guys knew you were getting paid for this job.
I signed up for it.
Sweet, sweet money.
Wonderful.
Remind me to check his father's ships for deficiencies when I get home.
You were. I wanted to say this earlier, but it just didn't feel good saying it. But now, you would know his father's ships aren't exactly the best of quality. No, they were fine. All right, let's see.
there might
DM's
be some
saying.
deficiencies, just like, well, I'm not going to give names.
I'm not going to name names, but it was you. Okay. My brain is restarting finally. Right, I put it in my E-drive. This reference sheet I needed. Campaigns, Broken Earth. There it is. Alright. Who has a high passive perception? Looks like Layla.
That's not me.
Just Layla. Layla, you're going around and you can start hearing. You hear kind of like some rustling in the bushes nearby. But Mateus doesn't seem to notice.
He's being distracted. So...
He's attempting to track the boar. So essentially, what I'm saying is try doing a perception check. On the bushes that are rustling.
I mean, honestly,
Unless you
I've
want
seen a boar in
to,
real life.
unless you want whatever's in the bushes to attack you without notice. I mean, it's up to you.
Nah.
Okay, so you're looking around, but you can't really see anything. And you're kind of focusing on this one bush. All of a sudden, from a bush you weren't looking at, suddenly a boar! He goes, "Ree, ree, ree, ree,
Ree!
ree." Just once, please. There we go. Okay.
I see it.
And it goes, "Ree," and it's looking like it's about to charge you. So everyone roll initiative. Get the initiative. Whoa, hold on. I gotta dump the initiative. Okay. Now we can roll for initiative.
You have angered a boar. Quickly. Kill it. This is like a tutorial.
You should have seen our tutorial. It was very tutorial-like.
Very tutorial.
What? You are killing rats?
Sorry if I'm slow on clicking. I've got a cat tax on my arm.
That's fine. Alright. And now the board doesn't have a button, so we just use deck, which is 0. It's 12. Mateus, you go before it. So we're gonna call it.
You know, Layla wasn't gonna go first. You know, that's how, like, all the royals get killed.
They don't go first in initiative order. Whoops.
They get hit by boars.
Papa B!
Mateus, being the skilled hunter that you are, you immediately draw out your bow, and you get ready for combat before this boar charges you. So you go first.
Okay. Well, I do believe I would have been walking around with my bow out as we're up to work. I shall knock an arrow and try and wound the boar. And also, I will mention to other hunters.
We're hunters now. Ooh.
Well, I'll use it in a loose.
It's
That's
a
what
loose
the meaning?
interpretation.
Yes. But that we're trying to get these alive if possible, so the meat keeps fresh more longer.
So we need to capture it.
Yes.
Does anyone have a net?
I could put him to sleep.
Leila, exne on the magic.
Yeah, Mateus doesn't know you guys are magic users.
Oh,
I mean, you
well,
can
that's
use
not
magic. It's up to you.
Subvert's like hand signals no.
Yeah, I'll shoot and try to wound the boar so that it cannot, as it were, incapacitate.
All right. And I forgot to set the music to loop. There we go. Okay, so you knock an arrow and shoot it at the boar. And you're like, this is too easy. And you shoot it and you hit it in its flank and it takes 5 piercing damage. And it goes, "Reed."
I am masterful.
And the boar, sensing the danger, immediately charges towards you. It goes, "Ree, ree, ree."
Mateus, it's coming right at you.
Better him than me.
Well, thank you. Better you than me.
Okay, I don't have your AC on my sheet. Does that hit?
Let me see. I hope you will.
There's an error while reading a stream.
Yes, it does. It does hit.
Okay. So because that hits and it charged at you, it will also get a little bit extra damage.
Oh, it looked like it hurt.
Ow.
Oh, no, watch out.
Well, don't sound so sincere with you.
Mateus, no!
Oh, no, please come back. Don't get hurt. Oh.
Dang it, not this one. Oh, okay, that's gonna be problematic. Okay, hold
Like
on.
me.
Sure.
Layla, no.
Okay, there needs to be a generic token, or else it's gonna
I guess
share.
Layla
HP.
would be the one person who could, get away with magic, because you could just pretend it's a song.
As
Honestly,
that
yeah.
one's charging, the bushes
Break
rustle,
out my banjo.
The bushes rustle and another boar appears.
Oh!
But it doesn't act on this turn.
Be careful, everyone. I see another one.
Jericho.
It was the mommy boar. Or was that one the mommy boar?
Oh no, that wasn't the Bobby boar.
A very different kind of boars, I know.
Alrighty, I'm going to move up here by Mateus, and I'm just gonna do a quick little dagger stab. Yeah, I'm gonna fail to do a quick little dagger stab.
So you come in and try and stab it with your dagger, but it's a little shorter than you anticipated. And you just kind of graze it, and it just kind of shrugs off your blow off its thick hide. It just goes. It's currently trying to attack Mateus still. And do you want to do anything else for your turn?
No, I think that's good for me.
Okay. Sivart.
Alright. Yeah. Have at the boar! Where's my weapon?
So Sivart comes in with his spear. And he's like, "Let me show you how it's done." And he stabs it in the leg. And Boar just goes, "Ray! That hurts. Don't do that." He doesn't
My God, he's sentient.
Ah!
gets a
I got
good
it!
chunk
I
out
think
of his
I nicked
leg.
it! Ah!
Alright, any other actions?
All done.
Okay. Layla.
We're aware of the second blow, right?
Yes.
Or no? Okay.
He stepped out into the open.
I am going to Can I cast sleep, but hide it with as if I'm playing it a little song to get it to go to bed?
You can strum on your banjo and cast the spell because bards, their spellcasting focus is their instrument.
Okay.
So, yes, you most definitely can.
Okay. Is that how I do that?
Yes. 320 feet of a point you choose. Okay, so let's draw a shape.
Do I need to scoot forward?
No, I got it. And then 20 feet, point you choose. Okay. It's actually bigger than that. No, I think it's supposed to work like that. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the range on sleep is probably big enough. Let's see. Sleep. Alright, so why don't you give us a medley of what you're singing?
Go to I'm not here for you shits.
Lila, sing for us! Sing!
I don't think so. And she just kind of like
Strums a medley.
strums it without really putting much effort
Lullaby
into it.
melody. Okay, so let's see, 15. Alright, that is actually exactly enough. This board just kind of goes... Thump, and it just flops over as it falls asleep.
Correct.
Excellent.
Matthias, this boar that attacked you is asleep now.
Thank God. I was getting gored.
As he's just bleeding from the gut.
Well, I probably do have a few cuts. But a few moments will go by. Not long moments. But that is like, wait, they start. Oh, better start securing and, rope their legs so like, they can't start running if they wake up. So the boar in front of me.
Alright, you begin securing the boar in front of you with some rope. And it is now restrained. At least it's
I motion. Or can we take turns, or is it still an initiative
still
order?
in combat.
Alrighty.
Because Russell. Another boar appears. But he doesn't act.
Ah! Matthias, how many more of those nets do you have?
I'm
He's got
rope.
plenty of
Just-
rope.
Alright. I'll distract that one. Or we'll distract that one. Feel to go tie up the other boar.
Alrighty. I'm good to go. I'm just gonna see that the boar that appeared, and I'm gonna throw my dagger at his snoot.
Alright.
Boop him around the snoot.
Very violent.
You say, take this!
You remove his snoot.
You hook the dagger. You hook the dagger at the boar, and it embeds itself right in the boar's nose. It just goes. As it's in a lot of pain now.
and I'm going to I can move a little bit more. Behind the scary dragonborn.
I'm not the scary one. I'm probably smaller than you are, Jericho.
Fling your fling your dagger and then hide behind Sivart. Because why not?
Intimidate him.
Sivart!
Haha! I'll run up and stab him.
Excellent idea, but poor execution. As you run up, and you're just like, I'm gonna get you, and then it's like, oh, he's gonna get me, and he sidesteps to the side, and he's like, huh, can't get me now. I'll use my secret technique. Sidestepping!
I missed.
Just kind of the thrill of combat. You're a shipwright. You're not exactly a spearman. You're not a You're not a royal guard or anything. You're still getting used to it. I mean, it's to be expected.
This is the first time Sivart stabbed anything.
You want to do anything else?
No, I'm finished.
All right. We're going to Layla.
All right. She's gonna move up and give him some help because he obviously needs it.
I do. I admit it. Layla, I can't seem to get it.
Okay.
It's in poor taste to ask the girl to help you get it in.
Oh, negative level for you. Alright. I think you might have to be right next to him to actually
Oh,
attack
okay.
that.
Can I just throw the dagger then?
Yeah, you
Hit him with that.
My players and PDF crashed. Brilliant.
And so the boar was turned into a pincushion. Here, hold this.
I wasn't that far down. Okay, so I can scoot up a little bit more.
It just straight up crashed. Okay.
Alright. She's gonna boop his snoot.
With the short staff.
Yep.
Alright. You boop the snoot! And let's see, how does this work? If it takes 7 damage or less, okay. So you go up and you boop the snoot, and you boop it really well. Then the boar is just kind of like, it's really hurt, and it kind of falls to the ground, but it stands back up again, it's kind of shaking. And it uses its relentless ability. So you downed it, but it's got that ability that brings it to 1 instead. And it can only use it once, so don't worry about having to do more than 7 damage to kill it.
Good shot, Layla.
You smack it upside the head, probably driving in the dagger a little bit more. And it just goes, kind of rolls to the ground, but it gets back up. And it's like, and it's really mad at you. Also, Matthias, you have finished restraining that boar.
Yes. I shall.
Good hog tie. Quick-headed, too.
Ah, well, as a hunter you have to be. As I move towards the other one. And start doing the same thing.
Alright, you begin to hog tie that creature. Hog tie. Because it's a hog.
That's why it's called hog tie.
It's called a hog.
Negative DM levels.
Negative DM level 1. Bad jokes all around. Negative levels all around.
Ha! Joke's on you. I'm only temporary.
Joke's on you, I'm a guest character.
That's why we let him hit you first.
Yeah.
Maybe. boar.
I
does
am
not.
replaceable.
This boar
I'm in
sees
danger.
This weird dragon thing walk up to it, trying to stab it with a spear, and then this weird fish thing walks up to it and just smacks it in the head. It's not having a good day. It just goes, "Rawr," and it swipes at Layla with its tusks. Ugh. And it misses. The person, don't be rude. It goes, "Rawr," and it's kind of flailing around. But Layla, you just kind of step back and you're like, okay, just calm down, sir, calm down, sir, please, calm down. And Jericho.
Oh God, no! Please. What is that?
You do that!
Yes, I did. I don't know how.
You had to draw
What's
to a
wrong with
select.
you?
Okay.
How dare you draw over my map that I stole off Google?
Okay. I'm going to walk up, just like slowly pace forward towards the boar and start talking about how delicious it would taste as bacon and dissing its familial line and calling its mother a ham hock.
You have to call it a hamster or it's not funny.
Oh, nice. Perfect damage. You're gonna knock it out with an insult.
It just goes, an arguable point, good sir. Have a nice day.
Oh.
And
What
it falls
well argued,
unconscious.
my sir?
It just goes, you are alright. Yes, quite. And it just falls over. And that's the end of it. Or is it?
Jericho, excellent work.
In a loud, you hear some crashing through the forest, and you hear a loud.
I'm not an expert, but I don't think that was a boar. Alright, that might have been a boar.
Mateus, if you look at Mateus, you can just see this look of horror on his face.
Or an slight excitement.
No,
A little bit of horror, a little bit of excitement.
Ah!
As this
Remind me
giant
not to stand
thing,
next to him.
this giant boar just comes crashing through the clearing. Yeah, let's see. +2.
Fear bone.
Sivar, what's your dexterity? Wait, why am I asking you? I've got it right here.
Garbage. Are you kidding?
Plus,
12.
there we go.
You're asking
Trash
whether or not I
board.
soiled myself? I might have.
No.
I could have.
Come on. There we go. As Mateus notices exactly what this thing is,
Stuart still stands up. Mateus, look out!
Oh God, it's the ham hock.
Bad day.
and Mateus, it is your turn.
I didn't mean to insult the mother.
Okay.
Oh wait, I should change the music.
Be careful.
Oh my gosh, it's
It's
playing
Big
twice.
Mama.
Yes.
She's kind of a legend in this forest. Nobody's been able to trap her. So, be careful.
Easier said than done, Mateus.
As I take
That's
a
good enough.
good step backwards, and
Steps back.
Are you serious?
I'll take a shot at
What are
it.
you
He has to step back to hide his spear boner.
doing?
No. I have to step back to stay alive.
Bonus action to tuck down trousers.
No! Okay, too far.
-1 level.
Again?
Now that
Oh.
we're all here in the trench.
Well, I might be trembling just a slight bit.
So you pull out an arrow and you knock it and you're just like, I'm gonna get it, and you pull back
It
and
pretty
you let
much
go.
falls in front of me.
You pull back and you let go and you realize that, well, you dropped the arrow a long time ago. Maybe you should gather your wits and try again. It
Yeah,
didn't
probably.
go in his knee. Just kind of dropped it. His hands are shaking,
Into his knee.
body quaking. Mom's spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti.
Yes.
Yes! Do I get a point for that?
No.
Oh, fucking damn it!
Jericho.
Jericho,
There's a
remember what I
giant
said
boar.
about no magic? I think we can make exceptions this time.
Let's go through.
Okay. How heavy are these the unconscious boars?
That is a good
Well,
question.
if I had to look in
Let
my
me find
eye.
out.
Are you going to pick one up and hit its mother with it? Because that's kind of fucked up!
Boars typically weigh. The males typically weigh about 200 pounds. The females about 150 pounds. These are all males.
Way more than a pig!
It's about 200 pounds.
Okay. 1 second. Oh, cool. Okay, so my dagger is still in the snoot of the dead boar, right?
Yes.
I'm going to walk up to the dead boar, pick up my dagger, and cast catapult on it and throw it at the big boar.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you can do that. Let's just go with it, and I'll look it up later.
Stop disrespecting the meat!
Yeah, why would you do that? It saves, but it doesn't matter because it's the only thing in your path. Ouch, that damage. It takes 9 bludgeoning damage as your dagger absolutely sinks into the side of this giant boar. And it just goes.
Did you catapult the boar or the dagger?
I catapulted the dagger.
I was like, I wanted to catapult the boar, but it can only do
No.
5 pounds.
No, not happening.
Could have catapulted its snoot.
You'd have to cut it off first.
What disrespect that would be.
Yeah. Jericho, anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, that's me.
Yes.
Speaking of boar, I need to go check the roast. BRB, be right back.
Go check the what?
My roast, I put a roast
Oh,
on for
roast.
supper.
Okay. Speed 50, interesting. That's difficult terrain. Let's see. 10. What? Oh, okay. So that's 30, so it's gonna take an extra 10, so it only get there. It starts charging at Jericho. It's bowling over all these plants and shrubs in the way, just trying to get to Jericho, because it threw a dagger at him. At least it thinks. And Sivart, a giant boar
Alright.
is charging towards you.
No. Alright, nope. I'm gonna just blast him. Hadouken!
Nope.
There it is. Okay, I didn't see it. Alright. Big Mama.
Big Mama!
And
Oh, I did insult the mother.
You just
It knows.
he's instinctively reach inside your magical reserves and just shoot a fire blast at it. Eldritch blast, sorry. And it just goes. As you hit it, it doesn't understand what happened, but it knows it got hurt.
Alright, I'll move up to it, and I'll stop.
Thank you.
Alright, I'm done.
Layla.
I'll be jumping up and down. Hey! Hey, look at me! Look at me! Look at me!
Okie dokie.
I don't know why you're the one jumping up and down. Currently, Layla's the one with the most AC.
And HP. Cool.
Yeah, but you do have an HP pool.
What is Layla wearing? Just leather armor?
Yeah, just what you started out with.
Yeah, and then I don't know, I would guess she's as strong as I am. Beep beep.
Should be 6 o'clock call out.
You gotta go, bro?
No, it's at 6 o'clock they test the radios.
Oh, okay.
That's what they're doing. Yeah. Alright, what kind of
False alarm.
insult? What kind of insult?
I'm gonna walk up and talk shit to the mother.
Alright, what kind of insult do you throw at it?
The roast in my crock pot probably tastes better than you.
He goes, "Oh, I don't understand what a crockpot is, but oh, that hurts my mind."
Ancient Corellian tech.
You wouldn't understand. Anything else from Layla?
I can inspire Savard over here.
Ha ha!
Is that-
Your majestic touch.
What kind of action is that?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I believe it's a
Good
bonus.
bonus.
Visitors- that's what's
It's a bonus app.
Bardic inspiration.
Your mother.
Here we go.
So do I roll
Use the
charisma
bonus
or?
action. Okay. No, he just gets a bardic inspiration die, 1d6.
Ha ha!
Alright. Ruin him, Savard.
So you yell at Big Mama, and then you basically say, "By the way, Savat, don't die." And you play him just like a quick little tune, like. Dun, 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 dun.
Dying this
I
day.
just
would
came
not
to have a
be
good
preferable.
time, and honestly feeling so attacked right now. Alright, so Sivart has Bardic Inspiration. And we'll make that the pink
Oh,
one.
it's pink.
And Mateus.
Oh, it's pink.
Mateus, you kind of gather your wits and you realize these guys are taking on Big Mama.
Indeed. Let's take a deep breath and try again with the arrow.
There we go. Oh gosh. You pull back with the arrow again, and this time you manage to hit it, but it just bounces off of Big Mama's thick hide. Thick.
Ah,
This is why you're replaceable.
Need to pull more.
Yes.
Matthias, what are you doing?
Hey, he hit it. It just didn't sink
nothing,
in.
obviously.
Oh wow, that was weird deja vu. I just had.
This usually doesn't happen to me.
Now I gotta
I
say
usually
it.
don't have a problem getting it in.
Now I gotta say it. I never have a problem with penetration. Yeah.
I just said that.
Yeah,
like,
I'm-
hop off.
Yeah, I'm glad you said it before I did. Oh, gosh. Okay. Moving on. Mateus, did you want to move anywhere before your turn ends?
No, I'm
Okay.
good here.
Let's move on to Jericho then.
There's a safety buffer between me and Big Mama.
It's called one of her children on the ground, asleep.
I am
No.
going to.
I wouldn't worry about it, Rainbow. You should see my Friday group. Sorry, Jericho. Go ahead.
I'm moving. Or hold on, let me 1 sec. Didn't check the range of it. Oh yeah, I'm good. So I'm gonna walk back here and I'm going to cast True Strike on Big Mama while making sure I am very much not in her direct line of sight.
All right.
We're going to cast what?
True Strike. All right. I'll just put a red marker on her. Let's be like, I've got you in my sights. As you put on your tactical visor and
Nothing personal.
Target-rich environment.
get off my lawn. All right. Any other actions, Jericho?
Nope, I don't get good action economy yet.
Yeah, not yet. Level 1 is basically survive.
So I am good.
Alright, let's do that. And Big Mama, let's see. Who's it gonna attack? Because Jericho's over there. You guys are in the way. Let's say evens Layla, odds Sivart. Oh, Layla, hello.
Yeah.
This giant boar is flailing its tusks and it attacks you. Oh my
Oh
word!
no!
And it missed. It missed terribly. You know what? It's flailing and it's not really paying attention. Go ahead, Layla, and give it an attack of opportunity
Jesus.
because it crit failed.
Oh,
Oh. No.
Unfortunately, it was flailing around, and you were getting your dagger out, and it just kind of whipped its tail at you, and it just whipped the dagger right out of your hand. And the dagger's now on the ground behind you. Just draw a dagger real quick.
Pick that up on your way over, Jericho.
E.
Be a good peasant while you're at it.
actually, no lie, real quick. What kind of action is it to pick that up?
You can just use it as part of your move.
Alrighty, that's my plan.
Alright. Sivart.
Alright. I will stab it. But since I have my, what's it called? The spear's only one-handed now. Since I had to draw my, what's it called last
Draw what?
Ah! My, what's it called?
Your focus?
Thank you, yeah. I drew my focus last time, so
Okay.
now I have a focus in one hand and a spear instead.
Alright.
I will use my, what's it called? Bardic Inspiration.
To roll d6 to the attack, okay?
There you
Ooh,
go.
well done. As you're getting ready to stab it, and you realize, Layla's counting on you to stab this thing. And you stab it kind of in the side, and you graze it for 1 damage. But you do manage to get a hit on it.
Are you kidding?
That's the best I can do, I thought.
It's like, I inspired you, and that's all you can do.
Scratches it. Alright,
I'm never doing that again. You're fired.
You are hereby fired from Layla's services.
Away with you, peasant.
And Layla, it is your turn.
Hope you got some melee skills, because I don't have any.
I mean, she can just mock him every turn.
Yeah. Cantrips are free to cast.
When she was picking her spells, that's what she said she was going to do, just every turn.
Constantly mock.
Yeah, because Layla's mean.
13 wisdom. Alright, what do you say to Big Mama to hurt her feelings?
Is this the kind of stuff you guys eat on land? Because this is disgusting.
Big Mama just goes, oh, oh, oh,
Oh,
oh,
So offended.
oh. Except it sounds like and just takes a psychic blow for 3 damage. You just can't believe you would say that. Just can't believe it. And we're back to the top with Mateus.
Alright, Mr. Performance Issues.
Oh, sorry. Well, my routine has become very monotonous and simple. Shoot it until it dies. Well,
Oh dear.
you are a hunter.
Well, I
So-
think I've broken the monotony.
Mateus is just like, okay, just calms himself. He's like, I can do this. Aim for the heart. He just gets his sights lined up, and then pulls back. Just pulls back.
Spirit
and
dragons.
It's attacking both Sivart and Layla, and it's just not even concerned with Mateus. Mateus, the skilled hunter, finds purchase in its heart. Does 14 damage.
Dude, his arrow just splits into all directions.
Just punctures the boar's hide right into the heart, and it drops the boar.
Shatter the heart, and you're to blame.
You give Torque a bad name.
Ugh,
Go
gosh.
home.
Oh, sword falls down.
Uh,
It's dead, right?
so it
Doesn't
starts
it stand?
flailing,
It seems so.
and it just kind of goes and just slumps over.
It reminded me not to piss off Mateus.
Never piss off Mateus from 60 feet away.
Better late than never.
Ooh.
I would like to retrieve my deeply embedded dagger from said boar.
You may retrieve your deeply embedded dagger from the boar.
Mateus, how are you doing? How does Mateus look?
Ask him.
I did.
Well, he does have some relatively nasty-looking cuts.
Alright.
Probably without any medical knowledge, you couldn't say if they are dangerous, but they're nasty-looking.
Mateus,
Doesn't-
I know a bit of first aid. I can patch you up if you'd like.
Are we seriously going to trust him to do that?
I don't know, are you?
Taylor, quiet now.
It's alright, he's probably dead anyway.
It's probably a
Alright.
good idea to.
Can I use our performance to hide my magic?
How so?
I would like to use, let's see, how about Cure Wounds? Since it's a touch spell, I'll attempt to use a makeshift, I say bandage or so, and while I'm doing so, well, try and distract him and then cast it.
You would actually roll deception instead.
Alright. That works for me. Alright. And then while I'm sitting there hubbling around with your wound,
And Silver, you can counter that with insight.
cast spell. There we go. 10 HP.
Okay.
Wow.
Let's see if I can sight it in.
Oh.
Huh.
Hi.
Roll off. Each of you roll a d20.
Okay, okay.
Whoa!
Right when Sivart needs it.
Yeah.
So Silver,
Yeah.
or Mateus, Silvart starts bandaging your wounds, and you're not too keen on a Dragonborn touching you because you've heard the stories, and you're just kind of preoccupied with making sure he doesn't claw your eyes out.
You're just staring at his horn.
You don't really. He just bandages you up, and you feel a lot better, and you're not really sure why, but
There you are, Mateus.
too distracted
Just
to notice that he cast Cure Wound on you.
don't move too much, but the bleeding should have stopped, and probably within a day or so, remove the bandages and be all right.
He has supple claws.
No.
He has the daintiest touch.
Do I have to get the
Thank
soundboard out?
you. Oh, we don't deserve soundboard.
Alright.
Whether that is a reward or a punishment,
Oh, it's
deserve.
always a punishment. The soundboard is always a punishment.
Can he knit?
Depends on
Probably.
the character.
He's a what's it called? He's got, a crafter.
Oh,
Jared.
this
Alright, I think I've got enough strength to drag one of these boars. I don't know
you
what we're
can
going to do.
definitely drag the boars around.
I
The question
What do
is,
we do
can you
about-
rather
drag
get the
this
cart
one?
here.
just,
That one's probably
Um,
going to require help from...
Mateus, should we bring the big one?
Definitely.
Mateus gets like this glow in his eyes. It's like, oh yeah.
Oh, are you certain it will last by the time we get it back to town?
Well, it probably will. I mean,
Sivart tries to pull it.
Roll a strength check, Sivart. Let's see how well you can try and drag it.
If nothing else, it's a
What, is this a skill or just a save?
Just strength. Just straight up strength.
if nothing
do I
else,
do
it's a quite a trophy,
Oh, there we go.
as it's, as I mentioned, one of the more haunted creatures in this forest. There's a lot of stories about this particular boar.
Y'all can do all that. I don't do physical labor.
We should get the cart here.
Okay, I see how it is. Let's see. Cart. Here we go.
And Layla gets her dagger back.
Wagon. You get your dagger back. It is still your dagger. Here we go. This will work. Beep.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Boar at the gym will use his magic and set it to Wumbo.
It's first grade, SpongeBob.
What I
There
learned
are-
in boarding school is
Yeah.
There are horses
Mateus.
attached to it.
I don't think we have enough room for the ball and the big one. Do you want to just put the big one on?
Here.
I thought we had
There you go.
a couple of
Fine.
carts.
You have the one cart, and it's like this boar isn't necessarily that huge. That's just how much of its presence is carried, like its
Oh, okay,
presence in the
gotcha.
battlefield. If you fit the big one on first, then you'd be able to
Pile it on.
Stack.
You'd be able to
Alright.
stack the other 3 on top. You have to really tie them down.
I mean, let me remind you that the other 2 are sleeping temporarily.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they are
tied up, so
they're literally hog-tied.
This will be better and fresher for everybody.
all right. Was I able to get the board near the cart?
You kind of tug on it and you move it probably about 3 inches.
All right, I need help. Mateus, will you get on the back? Jericho, how about take the side?
You get left tusk, I'll get right tusk.
For
Agreed.
shits and giggles, can I do a strength throw?
Leila, will
Yeah,
you play
you
us
can try and
one
move it
of
on
those
your own.
songs?
Let's do this.
Where do I do that
Group.
at?
In your character sheet, go to skills,
Uh,
and then down near the bottom it'll say unskilled strength check. And you just click that one. You were able to move
Nah.
it about 3 inches.
oh my
I
god!
can't even make.
Mateus gets to the back and he's getting ready to push, but he's still just kind of shaking over the thrill of the hunt and Big Mama ambush. He's like, "Oh, Big Mama ambushed us," and then I shot in the heart. It was so cool, and he's just kind of shaking and nervous and just kind of doesn't really get a good.
Mateus, be warned. Remember, when they die, they have the tendency to release their bowels.
Both
All
Jericho
right.
and Mateus get a hernia, which is actually kind of sucky for Frosty because he just recovered from a hernia.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but still, it was a hernia.
It was.
Oh boy. Okay.
That means it's up to us too.
If you all put your combine your powers, you can shuffle the
Summon Captain Planet.
yes.
Yes!
You can also shuffle the boar onto the cart. So instead of saving the
We
environment,
roll it.
you can destroy it.
Let's shuffle it.
So it takes you about 5
Do the
minutes.
shuffle.
Takes you about 5 minutes, and you manage to shuffle the boar onto the cart. Right. Let's see. To front. There we go.
Jericho, get out of here! You're not even helping.
And then, of course, you strap in all the others.
I will cut you.
Did anyone even help? Oh,
This
Mateus.
fish person is really violent.
She's stronger than she appears to be.
No, you're just weaker than you look.
Agreed.
Agreed.
So you
Mateus,
managed to-
are you any good with horses? as the horse tries to bite Sivert, he's like, oh!
So you managed to load in the boars, and it's probably about midday. And keep in mind, you guys have been traveling all day, and you now just basically fought these boars off. So you
You
figured
need a nap.
you could either break or you could just head right on back to town.
Mateus would suggest taking a break.
All right, Mateus, that sounds good. Good 30 minutes, eat something, and then we head back to town?
Indeed. After all, we
Alright.
just took down 3
Little-
boars and Big Mama, which is quite a feat, if you ask me.
Alright. I guess we'll take a rest. A short rest.
Yeah, and just about everyone's at full HP. Nobody got hit by a boar except for Mateus.
Ow, my
Interesting.
intestines.
You put a bandage on it,
Don't-
it'll be fine.
Mateus, don't
That's
touch
how it
it.
works.
Wait today.
While we're doing this short rest, can I do my arcane recovery?
Yes, you may.
I'll get back the catapult spell slot I used.
Oh, Mateus, don't worry about Jericho. He just likes reading.
You see, I keep a diary, and it helps me keep track of how stupid you all are.
Roll a
Oh, what a wonderful and well-oiled machine your group is.
roll deception with advantage.
You rolled a fucking 0 in strength. You can't be that, like, high and mighty.
All right. So Mateus is like, yeah, that seems legit.
Yeah, I don't have a reason to doubt it.
I mean, you guys basically helped him take down Big Mama. That's like, he's been wanting to do that for a while now.
Uh-huh. And besides, there were some weird things happening during the battle, but after all, there was a little hectic. Held everything down, so... eh. And I was losing blood.
You were delusional.
You were delusional. I don't know what you're talking
It
about.
was either magic or I was hallucinating due to the lack of blood.
Definitely hallucinating, definitely.
Definitely.
I don't know what you're talking about. I got a problem.
All right. Does anyone want to do anything else during the...
Nope.
Okay.
I'm good. I got all my spells back.
I'm reading my fan fiction over here.
All right. So you finish up the short rest, and some of the boars start to wake up, and they're just kind of sitting there struggling. They're just going, reet, 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 reet. But other than that, they're not really doing anything. You guys tied them up pretty well. So, Mateus, this is basically where you say goodbye to everyone, because your job's done. You're getting paid.
I do believe that's true. Although, I do believe... Yeah. This was my part.
So Mateus basically says, well, thanks for the help. I'll see you guys later. And Mateus, as you turn around, you see a figure walking on the path.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's a
no.
crazy old man.
And everyone roll a perception check.
Even more?
Perception?
Perception, yes.
Even me?
Yes, even you.
Are we heading back to town?
You're getting ready to head back to town.
Cool.
I need one from Jericho. No, I got Jericho. I need one from Sivart.
What do you need?
I need
Fart.
a perception check.
Ah, my lowest skill.
Alright. Both Mateus and Silver can kind of hear this old guy kind of muttering to himself. He's just kind of going, "No, just butters, no, just heard it, burn, dare get bear, and get the He's just kind of wandering aimlessly towards you. Mateus, you recognize it. Recognize this person. It's actually old Henry, the strange hermit that lives right outside your village. He is kind of far away from his cabin.
This isn't Jimmy John?
No, this isn't Jimmy John. This
No,
is a
this
crazy
is
old man.
Not Jimmy John. Sir? Are you lost?
He starts flinging his arms around and goes, "It'll take us all! Don't you understand? I'll kill you!" And then
Sarah, I need you to calm down.
without warning, he just pulls his hand back and throws it at you, Sivart.
Oh no!
Oh
And
no!
this purple bolt just flings from his hands and hits you square in the chest.
Magic!
You're kidding.
Ugh.
Roll initiative.
Goddamn jabbering fool.
That hurts.
And we need Layla.
I'm doing it.
Okay. She's doing it, folks. Oh, dang.
Oh man.
You have the burden of going first.
As the bolt flies over, Sivar just starts vomiting blood.
Okay.
Are you still on your feet, Savart?
He just goes, I'm okay.
There's blood all over his front. Organs failing.
Oh, yes, also.
Don't you wish now that you had kept that cure light wounds for yourself?
Okay, can you do the pelvic thrust thing for yourself?
Oh, yes, I can. I can.
What the heck is 72?
I don't know.
Nothing.
Like, do we need to be scared?
Well, I mean, there's a crazy old man throwing magic at you.
Can I attempt to identify what the fuck he hit me with?
Is it your turn?
Oh, sorry. This
On
would
your
have been
turn.
before. Okay.
Okay, I am. Can you pull up my sheet? Is Healing Word a bonus action? I think it is, but
I believe
Let's
it's
see. Sheet, spellbook.
Okay.
Healing
You
word
also
is a
don't have to
bonus
touch
action, yes.
And you don't have to touch me with it, so.
Yes, do you have cure wounds? No, you just
talk shit, get hit.
She just fucking gives him the middle finger.
Alright.
Yes.
So, interesting point of fact about spells is you can cast 2 spells on your turn provided that one is a cantrip and the other has a casting time of bonus action. So you
Which
could-
I can do because
Yes.
Mockery is a cantrip.
That's correct. You can do that.
Yes!
Let's see what it is. Let's see. Roll time. My mind!
His mind is the sick
Burn! And I'm assuming you're healing Sivart.
Yeah.
Sivart, you regain 5 HP. It hurts a little less.
Ow!
Layla, any more movement? You just want to stand there.
I'll hang out. He needs it.
Jericho.
Alright, can I identify the magic that he used?
It depends. Roll Arcana. You are unsure what kind of magic he used, but you do know that it was very similar to the wizard spells that you use.
Alrighty. I'm going to use a big boy.
A big boy? Oh! Hey, you want to do magic? I can do.
Alright. Let's see. Jericho. Spellbook. Color spray. Let's see. Damage. Let's just put
What color are you picking?
It's just a bunch of colors.
Vomit spread all over him. Rainbow.
Alright, so roll 60-10.
Right.
37. Originating from your effectiveness. Sending order the current hit points. And he just goes, "Ah, get it all blind! I can't see! I'm blind! I'm gone blind!" There's not a good blind. Here, let's use this one. "So I can't see! I've gone blind!"
Jericho freaked out when Sivart vomited blood, decided this was time to get a little bit serious, and let's deal with this.
Matthias, you can easily see there's magic going around everywhere.
Yeah, there's no hiding now.
Oh, Henrik has gone crazy. Pull them down. And I believe it's take another shot. Shots.
Shots. Let's do shots. Just one shot. You
That
pull
was
back with your
almost another crit.
Yeah. Pull back with your longbow and you're like, "Take this, old man! I never liked you!" And you hit him with an arrow and the crazy old man just goes, "Ah! I can't see! My heart's stopping! My lungs are going! Ah! I'm crazy!" Crazy old man's turn. Let's see what is it. Nope, can't use that one. Let's see. Okay, that's yep, let's do that one. Level 1 spell. 'Cause stop hurting me! Okay. Oh, come on. 7 temporary HP. And he decides to flail around. "I'll get you! Run!" He charges this way. Jericho, you get an attack of opportunity. As he blindly charged forward. Run! You shank him in the side as he passes by.
Hit him in the kidneys.
Oh, I hit him in the false life.
Wait, what's his AC? I should probably check that before saying you actually hit him. Here we go. Okay, that actually misses. So he runs past you, just flailing his arms. "I'll get you! Run, dirt! Friggin' dirt! Get off my lawn!" Does that blindness last? Until the spell ends, okay? Polar
one round. This is basically once Warlock's turn comes, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. One round. Okay. And he just kind of flails into the bushes over there. Rah! I'm a crazy old
good.
man. Sivart.
Oh. All right. Let's see.
Oh, wait, yeah, I would have advantage on him with that, wouldn't I? Because he's blinded for my attack of opportunity.
It's fine. Fine. Blinded. Conditions. Blinded. They do have advantage. Go ahead, roll with advantage. You are correct.
Doesn't matter.
Unfortunately, he missed. So as he manages to run by, flailing his arms, you think you see an opening, but then he just kind of knocks you away. He says, "Rah!"
Alright. Sivart, now no longer bleeding from odd orifices, turns over, stares at the guy, now casts Charm Person on him. He will have advantage.
Okay. Wisdom. Crazy old man.
Damn.
Unfortunately, he lived through the Age of Chaos and isn't taking your crap. He says, I lived through the Age of Chaos. I understand when someone's trying to get a charm person on me. You cut that out, you dang whippersnappers.
Damn. I tried to save him, I did.
My property!
Get off my lawn!
I used healing light on myself.
Alright. That's what you want.
Yeah.
It is done.
Well, Ayla, this one's yours. I go behind her and push her forward. I tried to save him. I've done my my good for the day.
Okay. She's gonna move forward and try to just knock him upside the noggin a little bit. Try to put those marbles back in place.
You may do so with advantage, so roll. Just click it one more time. For the second roll. 10, unfortunately, does not hit. Did you get a little closer? He's still kind of flailing around. He's like, oh, I'm an old man, I'm crazy, get off my lawn! And you try and smack him, but he's just like, with his flailing, performs excellent kung fu blocking moves, and he just, it's the only explanation of why you didn't hit him properly.
Even
Old man
blinded.
fool.
Yes, he did it magically.
It's
Magic
old
kung
goo.
fu. Do you want to move anywhere or do anything else?
I'm gonna scoot back a little.
He does not see you do it, so he will not get an attack of opportunity.
There we
Because
go.
he's blind.
That
I'm
crazy
blind,
blind old man.
I can see! Wait, where is everyone?
What is he wearing?
He's wearing like a
Thank
really,
you.
like really old, kind of ratty robe. Until it's like his bathrobe. He's there's just like a bunch of dirt all over him. His beard's really unkempt. He's just a mess.
Alrighty, well. I'm gonna walk up to the side here. I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder and cast Shocking Grasp.
Hello,
Hey,
how do
Zap.
you?
Fuck.
Just kidding. You aren't anything, son. Get on my level, scrub.
There we go. Quit tickling him.
Get Get on my
dangerous.
level, scrub.
Bonus action to pick up my dignity.
Pick up your dignity off the floor. You realize you have a long way to go for it to be a truly powerful wizard. Mateus. This guy's currently wrecking the party.
He might be able to see again. Can he see why kids love the awesome taste of cut? I don't remember what's the history. Joke kind of false pleasant taste like that. Arrows! More arrows!
We need more of that Ryu Waga to go.
You pull back and he's still just kind of flailing and he just like brushes your arrow aside. He's like, "Oh, you missed! Stupid old... What was your name again, Sonny?"
Give me gun.
No, it doesn't matter, you'll all die! 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 Die!
I am old and quirky.
Molden Court.
It says, all of you will die by my hand! And let's see. Yes, he's going to cast Magic Missile and ignore the damage on this. Because he's going to intersperse them. Wow. Okay, let's see. So 1, 3, 3. So that's 2 for Mateus, 4 for Layla, and 4 for Sivart.
Ow.
He just goes, Magic Missile! As these 3 darts of just like blue darts just hit you in the stomach or in the chest, and they hurt. Yes, take that! Magic will rule the world! And it is now Sivart's turn.
You
Yes, he
crazy
took 4
bat.
damage. And Mateus took 2.
I'll take a 5-foot step.
Not a thing in 5e, but go ahead.
Just, I mean, that's all I'm moving is 5 feet. And give him a nice Eldritch Blast.
Ah, you can't hit me with that crap! You'll have to try harder! As you see it connects to him, but kind of bounces off like this weird magical shield.
Ah! Can I try and identify the shield?
You can roll Arcana if you want, yes.
What is that?
You know it's... Let's see, you're the Warlock. So you're not sure what it is, but you know it's some kind of magical defense that some of the spellcasters use sometimes. Increases their armor.
All of you, be wary! He's got something protecting him! Some kind of
weak
magic!
crap out of my house! Get off my lawn!
Oh,
Layla.
Can I just, like, intimidate him?
What do you want to... What do you mean? What do you want to do?
I was trying to figure out, since none of the attacks are hitting him, if I can just, like, do a charisma throw and talk shit to him? Or is that still vicious mockery?
I mean, you can just do that as a free action, just to get his attention, but he's just gonna throw spells at you. So if you want to try and taunt him, yes, you can do intimidation. But all that's gonna do is just make him focus on you.
Well, if I'm gonna taunt him, I might as well use mockery then. She's just like, this isn't your lawn. We're in the fucking forest. Are you lost?
Oh no, this isn't my lawn! Oh, my brain! And he takes 1 point of psychic damage. My marbles! I've lost them. Do you want to move?
Can I also inspire?
Yes, that's a bonus action. You still got 3 uses of that left, if I'm not mistaken. And who do you wish to inspire?
I'll give it to Jericho. He's the closest to him.
Alright.
Don't fuck this up.
Jericho is inspired.
Somehow.
You just go dum 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 dum. Don't screw this up.
Exactly.
So I'm getting annoyed at this display of insanity, and so Jericho's just gonna huff, he's gonna roll up the sleeves of his suit, and he's gonna try and grapple this old man to the ground.
Yeah, you can't get me up. Hey, what are you doing? Get your hands off me!
So what do I roll for
You
that?
roll athletics to attempt to grab him.
Plus the bonus roll.
Oh. Well, it's good
Wow.
that you added that bonus because he's like, "Ah, get off me!" As you grab him, and you are now grappling him.
And then I can drag him while I'm grappling at half
yes,
speed, right?
move at half speed.
I like to move down like 3 squares.
2, 3. Like, ah, get your hands off me!
Just dragging him by this goddamn screen.
Alright, and my turn is done with a quick shout of, so beat the shit out of this guy, please.
Matthias.
Wiggly, get an elbow in. Oh, just position for a better shot. I change it back when it sort of works.
As you manage to line up the shot, and you hit him in the side, you can see it kind of pierce that magical barrier. It's like, no! My magic is too strong! You will never stop me! Get off my lawn! My perfectly manicured lawn! As you're out in the forest with a bunch of trails and boar tracks and blood everywhere. Yes. Alright, let's see.
Can I interest you in insurance?
Would you like to buy some knives? I'm selling Girl Scout cookies! Okay, can't do that. Can't do that.
They're selling chocolates?
Chocolate!
Chocolate? Chocolate?
Chocolate.
Okay.
I remember chocolate.
I always hated it. I always hated it. He's going to attempt to get out of the grapple. Okay, there we go. Come on. Skills. Let me go! I'm an old man. He doesn't get out of the grapple. He just says, "Let me go!" He's kind of fidgeting, flailing around. I have rights, you know.
Is he like short and like small?
He's average size for a human, probably a little shorter than average.
He's just gangly.
Yeah, he's old.
I want to like actually be like lifting him like in the air. Like his
Well,
feet can't touch the ground.
How tall are you?
I am 5'8".
5'8". Now you're probably on the same. You're probably on the same level as him.
Just got him a chokehold, that's all.
Okay. So yeah, he's basically still grappled, so he can't do anything. He's trying to break free, but you just got a really good hold on him. Because
Do I get
Layla's
advantage on melee attacks against him right now while he's being
No.
held? No?
if he's restrained, you do.
Ah. Well. Eldritch Blast!
He says, no! I was going to resurrect Amael! I was going to be the one! Amael! Take me! Jericho, roll a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh no.
Does he disappear like people in the... Oh,
So
Say- Is it the same? You did unskilled checks.
Or it says it's not the same.
No, it's not the same. Roll dex save.
Yeah.
Okay, so you manage to let go of him in time because he just starts spouting nonsense, and he starts calling upon Amael, the god of chaos, and he just bursts into flames.
Whoa!
He goes, and then he just kind of it happens for like 10 seconds, and then he just falls to the ground. He goes, Amael, bastard.
Well, that was interesting.
If I can't go back home tomorrow, I'm going to be in a bad mood.
See, this crazy old man just attacked you.
I have had it up to here with the crazy old men and boars.
Mateus. Yeah. Layla, you wanna feel this one?
never would have expected old Henry to be a magic wielder. Sort of surprising, as well as you two.
It's.
He has a little bit of that distrusting glare towards all of you.
Mateus,
again-
it's fine. It was merely the swamp gas. It was swamp gas.
Roll deception with
That's right.
disadvantage.
And the way you do it, you just jump in front of it. Fuck!
Mateus is like, we are clearly in a forest, good sir, not a swamp.
Jericho walks up
Could you
and kind
be
of
less threatening by not jumping in front of me, good large dragonborn? Why does everybody just
Jericho, use your mind meld on him.
no. So
Pretty
he
sure
just, I
tieflings
walk
don't
up.
get that.
Oh.
I calmly push Savard around, by the shoulder, and I lock my arms around Mateus, and I just say, look, friend, you've been real helpful here. You killed that boar. Thanks to you, I think we lost a little bit less blood than we might have otherwise. And so I like you. That's good. You are not the worst person I've met out here. And so I'd like you to live through this. I think we can agree, all of us, that we'd like you to live through this. And if you can promise me that you won't talk about the events that went down today, then you might get to do that.
Roll
Are you
intimidation.
threatening me?
Roll intimidation,
No,
Jericho.
no, that wasn't a threat.
Fuck me.
Wow, you're awful.
Mateus,
I promise I have a 16, guys, in charisma.
you're kind of intimidated by him.
Kinda, sorta. But no, really. Look. This day has been an ordeal in many ways. So, what if we do it like this? That you don't mention anything about Henry's little magical episode, the villagers you pass by, and I won't say anything to you about you.
Do you know what? That's perfect. You know what? Nothing happened here. He fell over. He fell over into fire. That's what's happened.
Yeah. Also,
I'm going to drag the body through the bushes.
Oh boy. You drag the body of old Henry through the bushes.
that's cold.
Wait, shouldn't he do a strength check?
No, old man Henry doesn't weigh that much.
I mean, given his past weaknesses.
True, but you'd only have to roll strength if there's a chance to fail. This is an
I know,
easy
I'm
enough
giving him
task.
shit.
Easy enough task.
And, look, I can take care of Henry if you, would do me a slight favor.
I don't like that.
I need 500,000 gold pieces.
And no questions asked, no. Well, Henry lived in a cabin outside of the village. And since he turned out to be a magic user, I think it would be wise to someone go and see if there's nothing dangerous towards our village there somebody could stumble on.
Can I call?
willing-
Sorry.
Would
Go
you
ahead.
be willing to do that?
Can I do, like,
Of course, Mateus, we can do that for you.
Layla is talking, Sivart.
Oh.
fucking... Can I see if, like, do a perception check to see if he's full of shit?
That would be insight, but yes. you can-
Insight.
Inside, excuse me.
That's fine. I mean, if you do perception, you can look at him and see if he's full of crap, but
That would be completely different.
it'd be a very, very hard perception check. You can tell that he's generally just worried about his village because if like, say, someone tipped off the town guard that that this old man was practicing magic, like, then they would send an investigation, and if they found like a ton of magical stuff at his cabin, then there would definitely be like some kind of witch hunt at his village. So really, you can tell that Mateus is just concerned about his village, and he wants to go make sure that like there's nothing incriminating, as it were, in this cabin.
Okay, that makes sense.
I'm glad we could make an
You-
arrangement, Mateus.
Sorry?
I'm glad we could come to an arrangement. So we'll go check out the cabin. You can mind the boars, and we'll forget this whole thing ever happened.
And I'll take care of Henry's remains. that are
feed
now
into
in a fucking bush.
Henry's remains currently sitting in a bush over here.
I mean, I think they're pretty taken care of already. I think they can just stay there. Something's gonna come across and eat them anyway.
No, feed them to the boars.
Well,
Boars
that's
are
old.
not meat eaters.
Well, actually, they're omnivores.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm
Pigs
pretty
and
sure
boars.
if we take back boars that have eaten an old man to the king's face, we will be executed. So, like, let's not do that today.
Wow, it is an omnivore.
But yeah, in all seriousness, boars and pigs, they are omnivores. They'll eat anything.
Interesting. So yeah,
Yeah.
you could leave the body to the boars if you wanted.
No, no,
It's
no.
the
Even
circle
though
of
he
life.
was, even though he was old, crazy, magic user, and hermit, he technically was still part of the village. So at least he deserves some sort of burial, even though it will be sort of a pit in the forest.
A pit in the forest.
It's better than being eaten by a boar or a bear or a something.
All right. So do you guys want to go and check out his cabin then?
I think
Matthias,
so.
could you give us detailed instructions on how to get to it?
Mateus, you would just have to
Definitely.
lead them there.
Well, I would probably do so.
Because if you didn't, they would most definitely get lost in the forest.
Well, yeah, I've seen how they work. I think they would get lost in the middle of a puddle.
Again, give me how about we take a small break? 15 minutes or so. Let me patch myself up. That magic missile still hurt. And that other blast, whatever he hit me with. Ugh.
Yeah, I could benefit from that too.
Alright, so you guys take a quick rest, another short rest, and you can spend some hit die to recover HP if you want.
Yeah.
How do I do this?
You go to the core stats, and off to the right side, there will be a thing called hit dice. It's going to say like sorcerer, wizard, fighter, barbarian, stuff like that. And it should say current max. And since you haven't used it yet, you should have one, so you just use it. And during a short rest, you can use up to half of your max to recover some HP.
Right, okay.
So if you were level
So I'd only...
you recovered 5 hit points. So if you were level 4, you would have 4 dice that you could spend, but you can only spend 2 every short rest. And every time you long rest, you get them all back.
Right, okay.
Alright, so before we go any further, we're going to actually take a break. Use the bathroom, pet the kitty, do whatever you need to do.
Coffee!
When we get back, we will head to the cabin. So be back here about 8:20 Eastern, so you guys get 15 minutes.
Alrighty.
For more coffee. Except it's 3 a.m., so I won't be coffee.
Alright, so we will put the stream on standby. Smith Worlds. I think I already had that downloaded. Not desktop, downloads, please. Thank you. Helps if I spell it right. There it is. Alright, we will be right back.
King Papa John.
It was the Snack Hack Shack Rib Rack Attack, is what it was. Frosty.
I can't remember it all.
Yeah, well, you weren't part of the campaign. I don't blame you.
I was. But you
were? I
lie.
don't remember you being part of that campaign.
I was.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Wow. Well, it has been ages.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I have to admit that I'm a little bit fuzzy on the details, but I was there. I believe I was playing Boar.
Boar Rune Shield?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was you guys. Because we tried to do the follow-up campaign later.
Mm-hmm. I was the crazy dwarf cleric going for the knees all the time.
Yeah, and then you played Gavlan.
Yeah, and the follow-up.
Which was a giant joke that I didn't get until I played through Dark Souls 2.
Oh my god.
I actually made Gav. I mean, he had literally a bag full of crap with him that he tried to sell.
Yeah, like he always tried to sell stuff. Like I was
Yeah,
playing
and
Dark
you-
Souls 2
Yeah,
blind
but you-
playthrough. And Frosty was with me when we were going through that area. It's like, oh hey, here's the merchant up here. I'm like, okay. It's like, Gavlan. Me, Gavlan. Gavlan will, Gavlan do. And I just started busting out laughing because Frosty kept saying that in the game too. And I just didn't get the joke.
Are we all here?
Unfortunately, that campaign kind of died out.
Yeah. Life happened.
We're here.
Alright.
Mhm.
Everyone here.
But are we actually here?
I know
Is
I'm-
anything relative?
Bass is relative. Alright, let's stop the music. There we go. Alright, let's get back into it. Let's see. Good. As you guys make your way to the cabin, you have takes you about 15 minutes after your small 15-minute break.
So, Mateus, tell me about Henry. Or Harry. Oh, the old man! What did he
Henry.
do?
Oh, sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
He's just
No,
sitting
no
there like,
problem.
don't hurt me.
No, seriously, I was paying attention to another thing. I didn't even hear your question. Sorry.
That's all right, Mateus. I'm used to it.
No, there's Mateus as me as a player. Can you repeat?
Yo, that's the old man that you knew. Where did he come from?
Where did he go?
No.
Well, I know where he went. He's in the bush. I put him there. But I'd like to know the name of the man I just murdered.
Henry. And, well, I don't really know where he came from. He's been living in the far reaches of the village as long as I've been here, really.
Has he ever attacked anyone like this? Well, not with
No.
bolts of lightning, but like...
No. He's always appreciated his
Oh,
privacy.
Sorry, guys, one moment. Phone call.
He's always valued his privacy, and whenever he has come to the village, it's been very quick. Like, get what he needs and get out. He really doesn't.
So
Well,
the
then-
whole worshipping the god of chaos thing didn't really come up in casual conversation.
A little dirty look at Jericho. I don't think it comes up in any sort of discussion nowadays. Sort of sore subject for everyone. After all, after the world break.
There's an awkward silence as you're kind of discussing just the calamity that destroyed the world 30 years ago. The land is still kind of recovering, but I mean, it's pretty much there. You pretty much reached a stable point. And people feel like, you know, it's a good place to be right now. But they still don't like magic users or monstrous races, especially in Earthcut.
Or the god of chaos and magic, you know.
Yeah, he kind of screwed things over for you people.
Yeah, so it really doesn't come up in a civil conversation or uncivil conversation.
Well, I will defer to your experience with him, but given that my only impression of him was walking up and chucking a bolt of evil magic at my friend, I can't help but not reserve judgment a little bit.
Well, to be honest, it was a quite of a surprise for me too. I mean, I haven't met him too often, maybe 2 or 3 times, and actually probably talked to him once, but yeah, he's never actually showed that he has any sort of inclination towards magic. Then again, apocalypse sort of have taken all the magic users to the fringes of society, so maybe he always was one of them, but kept it down low. Who knows? Maybe he acquired later. I can't say. He's an hermit after all.
Alright, so you guys have been talking for a bit, just kind of discussing, you know, Henry and all that stuff. And you eventually pull up to a small cabin, kind of nestled away behind some trees. It's got like a well nearby, and it seems to be pretty well taken care of for a cabin, you know, out in the middle of nowhere. And you pull up, and you're there at the cabin.
Alright. Nothing stands out necessarily from the outside as being out of the normal.
You can do a perception check, but it would just tell you that it looks like a plain old cabin. You've seen plenty of these on your journey to Earthcut, just kind of cabins or smart farmhouses out in the woods.
Well, if you guys would do a cursory look around, I'm going to prepare a little bit of something before we go inside. While they do some stuff, I would like to ritual cast Detect Magic.
Alright, how close are you to the cabin?
Well, I would stand outside for a bit, while I'm preparing to cast it.
Alright.
Do you? Oh wait, he already knows. I was like, I could distract him. Sorry, guys. I will be just a second, but I'm still listening in on everything.
Alright. So Jericho suggested you all take a look around the cabin before heading inside.
Is there anything other than the cabin that is out of the ordinary?
Well, other than the fact that, wait, did you take the old man with? Did you take Henry with you, or did you leave him in the bushes?
He's in the bushes, I think.
Okay. So then, no, there's nothing out of the ordinary.
I'm over here with my candlesticks just whistling away.
Alright, so eventually 10 minutes pass, Jericho, and you are able to finish your ritual for Detect Magic. And as long as you concentrate, you can have that active for about 10 minutes.
So I'm going to take a quick look around outside, peer in the windows maybe, and see if I see the aura of magic anywhere.
You take a look inside, but you can't really feel any magic coming from within. As you get close, though, you do notice that the door is kind of cracked open a little bit. It looks like Henry didn't shut the door on his way out of his daily walk, shall we say.
Well, I'm gonna palm a dagger, and I'm gonna, wave to Sivart and Mateus and all, and I'm gonna take a little elbow shove inside.
Alright. You shove open the door, and inside you see a table. And there's like a book there, and there's a chair in the corner, some dying embers in the fireplace, and a pretty nice looking bear rug in the ground.
Sivart comes up from behind. Jericho, what do you see?
Kind of poking his head over, Sivart kind of notices the same things Jericho sees. There's a door to the far side that leads to the bedroom that you could see.
What
from
does
the
it
window.
smell like in here?
Just kind of smells like old man, mostly.
Wonderful.
There's a bit of ash smell too because there was a fire, but it's kind of died down now.
I'll step in.
You step inside and it smells like old man.
I want to take a look at the book.
Alright, take a look at the book on the table, and it just happens to be the book of the history of King Gundrag. And a little bit, it mostly centers on like how he became the king. You figure it was probably written about 5 years after everything settled down, during the Age of Tranquility, as they call it. So it's more of a heroic epic of how he and the hero basically defeated the god of chaos, more than anything.
Does my character already know this?
Oh yeah, pretty much everyone on the continent knows how this all went down.
Alright, so I will just roll through the pages real quick, seeing if there's anything out of place or if somebody wrote anything in it. And if not, he'll just close it.
There's a bookmark in chapter 12, the longest chapter. You know this chapter to be very difficult to get through.
Oh. I'll swap over to the page the bookmark is on and see if there's anything out of the ordinary.
Ugh, it's a very boring passage. Blah, blah,
Ugh.
blah.
I'll close
Something,
it.
something, something. You're not even sure why the writer included it. It's so boring.
No
All right.
wonder he went mad.
Any food around?
There's a few remnants of a piece of bread. Just like on the table next to the book.
I want to prod it. Just
It's
like,
stale.
I doubt indigestion's what caused him to go insane. Layla, will you go check out the bedroom?
Definitely, yeah. I go past both of them and kind of nudge the door open with my foot, cautiously.
Is Mateus with us or no?
It depends. Mateus, are you going inside with them? Frosty!
Frosty!
Yes,
Are you
I
going
am
inside?
staying outside.
Alright, so you're taking it outside.
Myself with possible magic.
Gotcha. Well, since Mateus isn't watching, prestidigitation fire. Or in the fireplace.
What are you trying to do?
Just stoke the fire, make it bigger.
Well, you
Make
have
it a
to
real
add some
fire. Oh. Is there wood nearby?
No.
Throw the bread in.
It erupts in flames. No. You throw the bread in, it doesn't really catch fire. I mean, it's just bread. You did notice a stack of wood outside.
Throw the book in.
That's what I was thinking. I'll just toss the book in.
Alright, you tossed in the priceless artifact book that was signed by the author. No. You tossed the book in.
I
and
looked, I saw none of those.
It's just kind of, it gets in there and it's kind of smoking, but it's not really catching fire.
Prestidigitize that thing. Light, damn it.
You're just sitting there going, just like snapping your fingers, like I got this. Until eventually the book catches, but it kind of just only burns the outside.
Layla, do you find anything in the bedroom?
Layla, as you open the door to the bedroom, your nose is filled with even more old man smell.
Oh,
Because this is clearly where he sleeps.
It's like mothballs and pit.
It's not that bad. But you can see a small bed. It's kind of neatly made. Just the covers are just kind of thrown on there. There's a lamp and a desk in the corner with a chair with an ink quill with an ink pen, ink bottle, ink pen, and there's just a small chest at the foot of the bed.
I poke my head in that door and I don't see any neon warning signs of magic.
You don't see any magical auras, but you do kind of feel a faint magical aura. You're not sure where it's coming from, though.
does the desk have drawers?
Yeah, it does have drawers.
She goes over and pries them open to see what he could be hiding in there.
In the first drawer, you find just mostly just blank parchment. In the second drawer, you find a jar full of like very interesting colored rocks. And in the third drawer on the right side, you pull it open and you find some spare ink pens, some ink bottles. And in the fourth drawer, you find a small purse containing 10 silver.
Well, he was definitely prepared to write something, but we're not seeing any paper or anything, are we?
It's blank paper.
There was parchment in the first drawer.
Is it blank?
Yes, it's all blank.
So, what has he been writing?
Is there any notation on the bottle of rocks as to what it is?
It just says, "Cool rocks I found," and like really just kind of scribbled like an 8-year-old scribbled it. It's possible he's had it all his life.
Sivart has given
Okay.
up on the big room and entered into the bedroom. Find anything?
Not so far now. Just some rocks and a little bit of money. If anybody has a need for that.
Well, I'm not akin from stealing from the dead.
And I am not akin to turning down profits.
Can I check the chest?
Yeah, you can check the chest.
Does it require a key or is it unlocked?
It does require a key, but thankfully the key is in the lock already. So you could just turn it and open it.
Okay. Alright, Savart. You can do that for me, because I'm not doing that.
Do what now?
There's something creepy in there.
Oh, what did you find?
Open this chest for me.
Oh, right. Sivart leans over him.
Better you than me.
Someone's left their key in it. What? Well, that's useless now. Alright, I'll unlock it and open it up.
Alright, roll a con saving throw for me.
Both of us or just him?
You get a 4.
Sivert, you open up the chest, and your nostrils are immediately attacked by just the worst old man smell you've ever smelled, and you just go over to the side. He's like, you kind of retch up to the side of the trunk.
Someone rolls off to the side. Oh, it's so bad. It smells horrible. Oh. Give me a moment.
Eventually, after the must clears, you can see inside just a bunch of old rotting clothes.
Oh.
A couple moths fly out.
I'll use prestidigitation to try and clear some of the air. Spritz of flowers.
There's just too much. You can't.
It's doing nothing.
You'd have to be there for days.
Oh.
Can I use Unseen Servant to kind of have that force dig through and make sure there's nothing else in there?
Yes, you could do that.
You should probably tell Sivar before he dies. He's like already about to gag again.
So Sivart, as you're kind of standing there recovering, you notice
He's
these
like holding
clothes
up
just
one
start.
piece.
These clothes just start pulling themselves out of the chest and
Sivar
drop onto
jumps
the floor
back.
one at a time.
Looks up. Layla, are you doing that?
I don't know, am I? Are you crazy?
I don't know.
Is there anything falling out of the pockets or in the bottom of the trunk?
You look down, and in the bottom of the trunk there is a folded letter.
Okay.
Magic X-ray reveals nothing.
Sorry. The servant hand just kind of throws all the clothing on the floor, and you can kind of tell that it delicately reaches down and picks it up. Like, it's not certain if it's going to smell or not.
Well, the unseen servant doesn't have to smell, so.
Right, but everybody else does.
So, do you take the letter from inside?
Yes, I do.
Alright. So you can open up the letter, and it looks, written in a kind of scrawled together, not really a neat hand. And it basically says, Dear Henry, please stop inviting the kids to your cabin. We are very concerned on what you're teaching them. And it just goes on to detail how it seems like Henry got in trouble for just inviting people to come to his cabin just to hang out and talk about stuff. But it appears
Stranger
that
danger.
people didn't really like what he was talking about. So it looks like the village elder kind of wrote him a letter saying, "Hey, stop it." It looks pretty
What
old.
does
So
it say?
it says, "Dear Henry, please stop inviting people to your cabin. We've already told you we're not interested. Is basically the gist of it.
So,
Does the elder name ring a bell? Is it important?
No, it's you just figure it's the name of the elder in the town nearby, from where Mateus
Okay.
comes from. If you wanted to, you could
What
ask
else?
him about it later.
What else is in the room?
There's a lamp on the desk. There's ink bottle on the desk. There's a bed and there's a chair.
I guess I'll search the bed carefully.
All right,
Is
go ahead.
sorry, I was gonna say, is there anything obviously under the bed?
Oh, I didn't check under it.
You look under the bed and see an old stinky pair of shoes.
Wonderful.
Sivart, as you're searching through the bed, you're just kind of feeling around. You touch something squishy.
Yeah.
Do you want to pull it out or look at it, or do you want?
Where
to
is it located? Is it like under the pillow or?
It's like on the far side near the wall. The bed is up against the wall.
I'll pull it out.
It's a dead rat.
Ah!
Wonderful.
Someone throws it. I'm done. I'm done. Someone just walks out. Yeah. Mateus, he was a disgusting old man. Oh. So just sits down outside, starts pulling out his water skin and washing his hands. Her claws.
So the unseen servant goes and gets some wood. Mateus, roll a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Oh no. Just this disembodied wood going for a walk into the house.
Yep. Frosty? We might have lost Frosty.
No, almost.
Email.
Almost. He lives in Finland, guys, so it's like really early in the morning for him.
Almost 4 a.m. And I wasn't expecting to play tonight.
Yeah, I kind of sprung it on him because we lost 2 of our players tonight.
You said wisdom?
Yes, wisdom. Alright, you see this floating wood just kind of, floating, going inside the house. And you're just like, you decide to go take a walk and clear your head.
This is not something I need to see.
Mateus, are you alright?
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
Taking a walk.
Sivar goes back to cleaning. Stupid old man. I'm glad he's dead now.
Smart.
Wow.
He got this just goo all over him. He's got old man smell all over him. He's mad. He's pouting outside.
So Jericho, as you've been keeping this detect magic spell up, you've been concentrating on it. You can kind of tell that the aura is a bit stronger in the living room, but you still can't tell where it's coming from.
Alrighty, well, I'd like to go to the living room and take the wood from the unseen servant and put it in the fire.
Alright, you take the wood from the unseen servant, put it in the fire, and you should be able to get the fire stoked pretty easily.
We got a good blaze going now.
Blaze it.
You are able to warm up the cabin on this nice summer day.
Nothing's happening.
No, you started a fire.
Alrighty, well,
What other kind of furniture is in the living room?
In the living room? Let's see, you got the chair up against the desk. The reading desk that had the book on it, which you burned. There's kind of like a reading chair in the corner by the window. There's a bearskin rug in the middle. There's a small table in another corner that kind of has like some plates and stuff on it. And then there's the fireplace.
Just can I pull up the rug a bit and scoot it over?
Yes, you may do that. And roll perception for me.
Can we both?
Sure.
In case this is awful.
Both just staring at that rug. You see bed bugs.
You find a bearskin rug. No, wait. All right, so Rim, as you pull the rug aside, you can kind of see what looks like a small latch in the ground, and it's painted as if it were part of the woodwork.
All right, can I get down and like use my dagger and try and pry some stuff up?
Yeah,
I'll
you
be
do
right
that.
back and use the restroom.
All right, go ahead. So you get down on your knees and kind of pick out your dagger and start picking away at it, and you realize that you found like a latch, and you can easily get it up out of the ground. It was painted so it looked kind of hidden, and was also underneath the rug, so it was definitely not meant to be found by normal people.
So I'll try and pull it up, and then I have to check. I think I might have torches in my bag. I'll light one and the fire, and then look down into the abyss below.
Can you detect any magic off of it though before you do that?
He can't. If
Okay.
if it was magical, he would have detected it upon entering the cabin.
Okay.
But you get inside. You get into the. Okay, you pull up the latch, and you see like this trap door, almost looks seamless. If you weren't looking for it properly, but you pull it up, and you manage to look down inside, and there's a staircase that goes down about 10 feet into a basement.
So yeah, I do take a torch out of or a couple of them out of my explorer's pack, light them in the fire, pass it to my friends, and start to head down the stairs.
You probably only need just the one.
Alrighty.
It looks kind of small then. So you head on down the stairs into the
I'm back.
basement. And immediately...
Nothing has happened.
Nothing interesting. Immediately you can tell that there's a problem, because on the walls there's just tons and tons of writing. In the room itself there's a couple barrels to one side, a table on the far wall that's got some candles on it with a scroll or two, and there's of course, like at the very center of the room, there's like a drainage, kind of like a sewer drainage sort of thing. But all along the walls there's just tons and tons of writing.
Is it legible?
Most of it is. There are like there are some pieces of parchment also taped up on the wall, but most of it seems to be centered on the eastern wall, which is on the opposite side of where you came down.
I'd like to. So is it? There's anything in the room, furniture-wise?
Just the small table on the eastern wall that's got the candles and a few of the scrolls.
I like to go up and look at the wall behind the desk and see if I can read what's on the wall.
You mostly read a bunch of ramblings, ravings. It's all in common, but repeated throughout the entire wall. Like to the left side, it just keeps repeating. Henry probably wrote down. You assume Henry wrote it, but it basically just says he lives, he lives, he lives, he lives, he lives, he lives, he lives. To the right side, it says he dies, he dies, he dies, he dies, he dies, he dies.
Well, at least he was symmetrical. And anything on the desk of interest?
Your detect magic is going off. You can see there's a scroll on there that's got a magical aura on it, and it's got the. Let me pull up my notes. It seems to be the School of Evocation on the scroll.
Alrighty. I'm going to try and gingerly pick it up.
Alright, you gingerly pick up the scroll. Do you wish to read it?
Hey Layla, come read this for me.
Why?
Because I am an illiterate peasant and you are royalty, so you are better suited for it.
Seems legit.
Okay, fine. What am I rolling?
Roll Arcana. And it's in common, so you can read it.
Wow. I am a garbage fish.
It's magic of some kind. That's about all you can.
Well, I peer around the scroll because I'm holding it up in front of her, noticing that she didn't turn to dust or become a frog, and then I'll turn it around and look at it.
Alright. It seems to be detailing some kind of magical spell. If you were to roll Arcana, you might be able to interpret it.
Oh, you're kidding.
Well, it's definitely a magical spell of some kind.
Alright, well,
Let's take it with us. Somebody
Yeah.
else might be able to decipher it later.
I'm sure if I could sit down with it and have some time to study, I'd be able to learn more about his notation style and all, but
Yes, but as of right now, you're unsure what it says, how it works, what it means.
right. So this is definitely something I'm going to take. I'm going to keep in my bags. It's proof that this man wasn't, an imposter. He definitely had some kind of magical abilities, I'm sure, but
Also, I should note that on that wall, there's like the typical pieces of paper with like red threads and circles and outlines and stuff. It's like his conspiracy board, as it were.
Bush did 9/11, I see.
Bush
Wait,
did
no.
gay marijuana.
Dank marijuana.
Alright. But so other than the magical scroll, there's nothing else purpose identifying on the desk.
That's the only thing that your detect magic is picking up.
You said earlier that there were barrels. If I go over and kind of give them a nudge with my foot, what does it sound like is in there?
It sounds like there's some kind of liquid inside.
Yeah, it's the
Like,
moonshine.
Like it sounds like water.
Can I stab the top of it? Just open it up to see if it smells like anything.
Most of the barrels are like on their side, like for storage, but there is one off to the southwest behind the stairs that you can open up.
Okay, I go over and kind of chip at it with my dagger to open a little section of it.
All right, you poke your dagger inside, kind of lift out the barrel's lid, and you smell inside. It kind of smells like alcohol.
That's what I thought. So, he might have been a raving lunatic, but he was also probably an alcoholic.
All right, looks like Frosty needs to go to bed, so we'll dismiss him for now. Thanks for showing up, Frosty.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If I need anything else from Mateus, I'll just do it myself.
Yeah. And I had
Bye,
fun,
Sleepy.
so I hope you will have fun.
We will.
Good night.
Good night.
Alright, so where were we? Yes, you peek inside the barrel and notice the distinct smell of alcohol.
Okay, so that might explain a little bit of his antics, but it wouldn't explain all of them.
Is Sivart still outside?
Yep, he's still outside.
I'm gonna message Sivart up there and let him know sort of what we're seeing and if he needs to come down to do a round out or not.
Oh,
Alright.
Savard will get back up, walk over. Are you in the root cellar?
Yep.
Alright, I'll climb down. Is there enough room?
I was gonna say, does he fit?
Yeah, the
I have
room you're in is
three.
20 by 20.
Oh wow, it's a big room. Alright, Savard will come down.
The cabin itself is 25 by 20.
Well, this isn't a root cellar at all.
You two also see the,
Is there any light down here?
Jericho's got a torch.
Oh.
You two can see all the scrawlings and the writing on the wall and his conspiracy board, as well as the table with candles and whatnot.
Jericho, how about I'll hold the light.
Alrighty, you can have it.
Alright, I'll douse the torch and just cast light on it. Enclosed spaces and fire, never a good combination.
Especially with alcohol. It's not that pure. It smells like either wine
Layla.
or ale. You can't really tell.
Who's that?
Some commoner level shit.
I'll walk over to the walls and see if I can read it.
It's in common. You can read it. Again, near the conspiracy board on the left, you just read, he lives, he lives, he lives, he lives. On the right, you just read, he dies, he dies, he dies, he dies.
Anything with the desk? Is it just a desk?
It's just
Or
a
just a
desk.
table?
It's got like some red string on it, some push pins, some scissors, some newspaper clippings.
I'll look under it. Anything under it?
Just a bunch of stone. Stone floor.
Well, I'm guessing that he was up to something in here.
I'm self-medicating by the looks of it.
Oh, what's in those barrels?
Moonshine.
Poor man's beer.
Smells like alcohol. I'll go over and tap each of the barrels. Make sure that all of them have liquid in them.
You tap each of the barrels, and alcohol, just like cheap wine and cheap ale, begins pouring out of them into the drain below.
Sorry, I meant literally just tap.
Oh.
Sorry.
It sounds like there's liquid inside.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to haul liquid around. Alright, well...
Is
to
the
best of
drain?
my ability, it just seems he was down here going crazy.
Is the drain in the center of the room metal?
Yeah, it's metal. It's got like 3 slits in it.
There's a drain. That's fancy. Oh, a
Can I-
shack out in the woods.
Yeah. Can I like try and, I don't know if it's screwed. Can I like unscrew it or pry it up with my dagger and try and
No,
look
it's
down
just
there?
a metal plate that's covering a hole.
Yeah. Well, I don't see anything of interest here.
If you wanted to look
after you
down
two?
If you wanted to look down the hole, you would get close and just get the smell of just rotting sewage. And basically, you found his poop hole. That's all you found.
Oh my god.
Oh, already. Alright, well, I feel fairly safe to conclude that between the alcohol and obviously his own thoughts, Henry did a great job of convincing himself that something was going on and drove himself a little bit bonkers.
I concur.
But as I can tell from the scroll being, legit magic, it definitely seems.
Scroll?
Yeah, so I found a scroll on the desk that had a spell written on it.
What kind of spell is it?
We are too stupid to know.
Oh.
I'll be able to tell you after I've had some time to sit down with it and work on it, but
Alright.
I can tell you that this is legit magic. So whatever else was going on, Henry was at least a fairly accomplished spellcaster in his own right.
Alright. Do you want to break it to Mateus?
I think we're not going to find anything else down here.
Alright. Silver will hold the light back up towards the ladder. It's a ladder, right?
Stairs.
The stairs. There you go.
But yeah. So you guys make your way back outside, up to the cabin living room. Fire's still going. And, do you want to...
I guess we'll switch around for Mateus.
Alright. You leave the cabin, and you find Mateus coming
turn
back
off the
from
light.
his walk.
And the torch back to Jericho.
And he's just like, well, did you find anything incriminating?
Oh, good point. Silver goes back in, closes the thing, and puts the bearskin rug back over it. Walks out. Not much, just... Jericho, you want to explain it?
Lots of alcohol.
Henry had a lot of time to himself, and it looks like he didn't take it very well. I believe that he was a spellcaster before anything else happened. He seemed to have some magical abilities, but for whatever reason, seems to have worked himself up into a tizzy over potential God of Chaos shenanigans.
And Mateus kind of takes off his hat, and he says, Alice, guide us. What is this world coming to? And he just kind of takes a moment of silence, and then he puts his hat back on. Says, well, I appreciate your discretion in this regard, and I appreciate the help in getting the boars, especially Big Mama. I suppose you'll be heading back to the capital then.
Oh, that's right. We've got the festival ahead of us. Are you coming, Mateus?
Oh, no. We'll be celebrating in my village.
Oh,
Capital is much my style.
I hope you have an enjoyable time at the feast.
Yes, he looks just kind of distant, kind of mulling everything over. He says, yes.
I'll go over
safe
and pat him
travels,
on the shoulder. It's alright, Mateus. Everything will be fine.
Please don't touch me.
Takes his claw back. Okay.
Says, if you follow this road and then take a right, that'll get you on the main road back to the capital.
Alright.
I'm going to go home.
Just to be straight, Mateus, don't let anyone go prying around this cabin if you don't want certain things to be figured out.
Nobody comes around here anyways. He just kind of leads in. Old man Henry wasn't very well liked.
Alright.
Right.
I guess with that, we'll pack up and head back over to the cart. Is the horses alright?
Yeah, the horses are fine. They've had plenty of time to, rest while you've been fighting boars and investigating cabins.
Getting old man smell all over my skin. I can't get it off. I want to shower.
Mateus basically leaves into the forest, never to be seen again.
Bye, Mateus. You will be sorely missed with your strange words and your arrow. Kill Boar. Alright, back to the capital. Jericho?
Do you guys want to head back to the capital or head somewhere else?
Yeah. No. Let's pack up and head back to the capital.
That's where Jimmy John's was, right?
Yes,
That's
what
right.
John says.
Alright.
Yeah, we have a meat delivery to make.
To
That's what
Jimmy
she
John.
calls it.
To Jimmy John's.
Alright, Severus gonna try his hand again, or claw again at trying to get the horses to move.
Well, getting the horses to move and getting them back to the capital isn't too difficult a task. It's the fact that you tried to stop while that guy was waving you down. You kind of failed that.
Then let's go.
But you're able to you travel on the roads, and if you guys want to do any in-character RP before the session ends, because this is pretty much the end of what I had planned for today. Did you guys want to discuss anything in character before we end it?
Yeah. Jericho. I knew we all had a discussion not discussing magic. We're not in the capital right now. Where did you learn to do that?
If you mean my special abilities, then let's just say that my father was a wonderful teacher and taught me all that I have to know about the world and how to live in it.
And Layla, I can't say I've seen magic or even heard of magic like that. How did you do that?
Guess I was just kind of raised that way. It's a little bit different underwater, and I've
different underwater.
I was taught a lot of different instruments and the spells that go along with them.
Well, you two are gloriously blessed with that. What I can do, I just... I'm not quite certain.
Who was your teacher?
I didn't have one. I essentially kind of woke this not too long ago, being able to do these things. The knowledge already in my head.
Well, I knew there was something I didn't like about you.
Well, most people say it's the horn.
Oh no, that's my favorite.
Do you begin stroking his horn?
No.
Just
Do I
two fingers.
Do it.
Do
it.
Pulling out the soundboard.
Alright. Well, I guess they all know they're all spellcasters.
Yeah, that came out sooner than I was expecting.
People are... Nah.
Now that we are on our way back and hopefully have a bit of gold waiting for us on our return.
Wait, Jericho! I completely forgot to ask. Your father's rich! Why don't you just ask him for money? and
Dun dun dun.
Aren't you a nobleman? Shouldn't you have gold out the ears? Do you have ears? No, Layla.
Yeah, I don't know if Tritons have ears.
We don't talk about it. They're weird. I hide them.
Yes, so, yeah, Jericho, rich father.
Well, let's just say that a lot of my wealth doesn't travel well. It's pretty tied up in Lewick, and I wanted to leave because I had some important business to attend to in the capital, so I didn't bring a lot of it with me, and I feel like having a bit of a store before things go down will be helpful.
Oh, I want to insert the crap out of that. You lying to me?
I thought you said insert, not insight, and I was like, insert what?
Hmm. All right.
Well, I mean, actually, as far as I know, and like out of character, I'm not lying.
Oh. All right. All right. Well, that seems reasonable, Jericho. Layla, your family.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing you're just on a worldwide adventure, correct?
I am actually here for diplomatic reasons, and hopefully won't be here much longer. But we'll see how that goes.
Oh, should you? If you're here on diplomatic leave, are you sure you should be running around hunting boar?
I mean, they didn't really give me a choice. This was their idea of showing me how the feast would go. And here I am.
Ah, that's rather rude of them. Well, I welcome you to our continent, at the say the least. If anything comes from this. Well, and Jericho's continent. Isn't she from underwater? That's not the same continent. Yeah, but remember, Sivar doesn't know. He didn't get the check.
Since you have proven to be rather capable since both of you have proven to be rather capable with yourselves, I have a proposition. What are you guys doing here in Earthcut? Do you have any short-term goals?
I need money. I owe my father quite a bit of coin.
I can work with that. Layla?
Honestly, I'm just trying not to mess things up.
Keep a low profile.
Yeah. I can't really go back to Daddy and tell him I mess things up. What's so funny?
I know the feeling.
All right, parental issues can work with that as well. So let's just say that I am here in Earthcut because I think there's something about to go down, and I want to be there when it happens. And it just so happens, as I have learned from working the streets of Lewick, that it can sometimes help to have capable men and fish women beside you when things go down. So, if you do not have any immediate scheduling conflicts, stick around with me for a bit. I believe that something interesting will come quite soon. And if it's gold you need, Sevart, then I know that you know how good I am for it.
Ah, excellent. This will be a very profitable friendship. Layla, what do you think?
Can I see... Can I do a deception check? See if he's full of shit? Insight. If he's being truthful about, oh god.
The friendship?
Not the friendship, him. I mean, sure.
He gives you a nice smile.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
What do you say, Layla? Work with me a bit? And I give her a smile and a wink.
Join us, Layla. Join us.
She still kind of looks at him like he's dirt under her shoe and is like, oh, okay, fine, whatever.
Excellent. We can all partake in the great feast. Do you know when that is? I've completely forgotten. How many days do we have? Oh, it's tomorrow. That's right. Ah, how... Then we should get these boys over there immediately.
Let's go pay our good friend Jimmy John a visit, and then we'll have some more to discuss.
Cool. Dragon Ball Z. To be continued.